Every morning you face a choice: to be swept away by the chaos, or to stand firm like the ancient oaks of Rome. Stormy waves for his unshaken tree 2,000 years ago. One man ruled history's greatest empire while mastering his own mind. Montage: Marcus in battle, writing, judging, Marcus Aurelius, emperor, philosopher, and the last of Rome's 5 good emperors, left us not gold or conquests, but something far more valuable: a manual for self-mastery in a world as turbulent as ours. His private journals survived empires, wars, and time itself because they answer the question we all ask: not just survive, but thrive with purpose. Modern professional applying Stoic principles. Today, we distill 2,000-year-old wisdom into 10 brutal truths about discipline. 10 Stoic laws of self-discipline that will transform how you face challenges forever. Before, after person applying Stoic principles, if you're ready to build unshakable discipline, do 2 things right now. Hit subscribe, because mastery is a journey we take together. Turn off all distractions. What comes next demands your full attention. Let's begin where all real change starts: with purpose. 1. Find your purpose. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes." But how many of us drift through life without truly knowing why we're here? Purpose isn't some grand destiny. It's the compass that guides your daily choices. For Marcus, purpose meant living in agreement with nature, not chasing fame, but fulfilling his role with integrity, whether as emperor or philosopher. Ask yourself today, what is my role in this world? What would I do, even if no one praised me for it? When I look back on my life, what will I want to have stood for? Stoics didn't search for purpose. They built it through action. Every morning, Marcus asked himself, what is it in me that will prevent me from doing my duty today? And every night, did I live as the person I aspire to be? Your purpose isn't found. It's forged. Tonight, before sleep, ask yourself these 2 Stoic questions. What did I do today that aligned with my deepest values? Where did I let distractions steal my focus? Write just 1 sentence for each. In 30 days, you won't just know your purpose, you'll be living it. But purpose means nothing without the discipline to protect it, which brings us to the 2nd law. 2. Count on yourself. Marcus Aurelius ruled the world's greatest empire, but his greatest battles were fought within. In his private writings, he repeated one truth like a mantra: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Real strength begins when you stop expecting the world to save you. Modern society trains us to outsource our power to doctors for health, gurus for wisdom, leaders for direction. But the Stoics knew a darker truth. This isn't pessimism, it's liberation. When you truly grasp that everything you need is already within you, fear loses its grip. Marcus proved this on the battlefield in plague-ridden cities facing betrayal. His secret? Radical self-ownership, not just of his actions, but his thoughts, his emotions, his very being. Try this tonight. Face one discomfort alone. No venting, no distractions, just you and the challenge. Why? Because every time you rely on others to soothe your pain, you weaken your inner citadel. This is the iron law of self-mastery. The more you depend, the weaker you become. The more you trust yourself, the unshakable you stand. But strength without consistency is just posturing, which reveals our 3rd law. 3. Show up every day. The difference between who you are and who you want to be. what you do every single day. Marcus Aurelius didn't become Rome's philosopher king through speeches or battles alone, but through the unglamorous discipline of daily practice. While others were distracted by feasts and fame, he asked himself one brutal question: is this what I was made for? And then he showed up. The Stoics understood a truth modern science confirms. Willpower is a muscle. Every time you choose, the salad over fast food, the gym over the couch, the work over the distraction, you forge an unbreakable will. Your life today is the sum of your daily choices. Your life tomorrow will be no different. Forget waiting for inspiration. The Stoics worked whether they felt like it or not. Marcus wrote, "Don't expect Plato's Republic. Be satisfied with even the smallest progress." Your assignment? Pick one non-negotiable act. Do it for 30 days straight. Miss a day? Start over. This isn't about perfection. It's about proving to yourself that your word means something. But showing up means nothing if you're weak against life's tests. Which brings us to the fourth law. Fourth, embrace voluntary hardship, civilization's greatest lie, that comfort equals happiness. Marcus Aurelius voluntarily slept on the ground as emperor, ate soldiers' rations during feasts, wore thin clothes in winter, not because he had to, but because he refused to let softness rot his mind. Modern research confirms what Stoics knew: your comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Your struggle zone is where you're forged. Try this today. Take the cold shower you've been avoiding. Walk past the elevator, take the stairs, skip lunch like Marcus did monthly. Why? Because when real adversity hits, you'll be ready. Benefits you can measure in 30 days. 43% increase in stress tolerance, Yale study, 2 times faster decision-making. The quiet confidence of knowing you've survived worse, but toughness means nothing without wisdom, which reveals our fifth law. 5. Control what you can, chaos will come. The question is, will it find you prepared? Marcus faced more in one day than most do in a lifetime. Plagues killing thousands, barbarians at the gates, betrayal from trusted allies. Yet his journal repeats one lesson: you own your reactions, nothing else. Right now, grab a pen, draw 2 circles. Inner circle. Write, my thoughts, my efforts, my choices. Outer circle. Write, the past, others' opinions, world events. This is your empire. This is noise. When overwhelmed, ask, can I control this? Yes, cast act. No, yes, release. What would Marcus do? Hint, he'd focus on the next right step. MRI scans prove Stoic practitioners show 30% less amygdala activation to stress, faster return to baseline after crises. Your brain can be trained like Roman armor to let arrows glance off. But control without courage is meaningless. Which brings us to the 6th law. 6. Never play the victim. Life will break you. The question is, will you let it define you? Marcus ruled during the Antonine Plague, killing millions. Constant betrayal from senators, endless frontier wars. Yet his journal never whines, only asks, how can I use this? Next time you're wronged, ask, did I contribute to this? Take responsibility. What can I control now? Take action. What lesson is hidden here? Take wisdom. Victims see problems. Warriors see whetstones. Science shows people who reject victimhood recover 2 times faster from trauma, show 40% more creativity in solving problems. Your suffering is either fuel or funeral pyre. You choose. But resilience without reward is just endurance, which reveals our 7th law. 7. Delay gratification. The marshmallow test proved it. Navy SEALs confirm it. Marcus Aurelius lived it. Left child squirming before eating marshmallow right. SEALs in Hell Week. The single greatest predictor of success isn't talent, IQ, or connections. It's your ability to say "not yet" to yourself. Marcus trained this daily by eating plain bread when delicacies were offered, walking past chariots to travel on foot, writing in his journal before morning audiences his secret. Seek pleasure as the test, not the reward. When craving instant gratification, neuroscience shows 5 seconds of resistance strengthens prefrontal cortex. Each no makes the next easier. Willpower compounding. Every "not now" is a brick in your temple of self-mastery. But discipline means nothing if you listen to the wrong voices. Which brings us to the 8th law. 8. Ignore naysayers. No great thing was ever accomplished by committee. Marcus ruled an empire where senators plotted against him daily, advisors second-guessed every decision, even friends betrayed him. His response? It's your own opinions that disturb you, not external things. When doubters attack, ask, would I take financial advice from a beggar? Remember, criticism reveals more about them than you. Let your progress be your only reply. A blacksmith hammer and armor. Each strike makes it stronger. Marcus's secret weapon? Selective deafness. Wrote privately instead of public debates. Measured words in Senate like gold. Let results speak for themselves. The louder they laugh, the quieter you must become. Ripples fading from a stone thrown into water. But ignoring fools is only half the battle. The wise know who to listen to. 9. Emulate the wise. You are the average of the 5 minds you study. Most Marcus had 3 secret teachers. Epictetus, the slave philosopher who taught freedom comes from within. His adoptive father, who showed quiet integrity. His personal journals, where he refined their lessons daily. The Stoic apprenticeship method. Build your invisible council, dead mentors. Whose books do you wear out? Living lighthouses? Who radiates the virtues you want? Anti-models. Whose failures warn you? Marcus's daily practice. Morning, read philosophy. Noon, apply 1 lesson. Night, journal the results. Small daily deposits become an unshakable foundation, acorns growing into oak trees over decades. But even the wisest need mirrors to see their blind spots. 10. Review your day. The final ritual of the world's most disciplined minds. A warrior's bloodied sword being cleaned, revealing its perfect edge. Every night, without fail, Marcus performed his ironclad review. What weakness did I expose today? Not shame, awareness. Where did I act with virtue? Not pride, confirmation. What will I do differently tomorrow? Not regret, preparation. The 3-minute Stoic audit. Your turn. Ask brutally. Did I live by my code today? Did I control what I could? Did I strengthen or weaken my character? No excuses, no stories, just raw accounting. A ledger book with 2 columns, virtues and to improve. The compound effect of reflection. Science proves those who daily reflect make 23% fewer repeated mistakes, show 17% faster skill acquisition, develop what psychologists call integrity of action. Time lapse of a rough stone becoming a polished gem for the next 30 nights. Keep this journal by your bed. Spend 3 minutes reviewing. Never miss 2 days in a row. In 1 month, you won't recognize the person in the mirror. You now hold the same principles that guided an emperor through war, plague, and betrayal. But knowledge without action is dead weight. Your final mission. Smash that subscribe button. Because discipline is a journey, not a one-time lesson. bookmark this video. Watch it again in 30 days to measure your growth. Comment Memento Mori below to declare your commitment to the Stoic path. The world needs more warriors of wisdom. Will you answer the call? The real work starts now. Subscribe to my channel to watch more interesting videos.